What's going on? Mark here from TST Industries. How do I pick up from here? Go back. Hey everyone, what's going on? Mark here from TST Industries, and we are here at the center of the motorcycle universe for the next week at Bike Week 2024 in Daytona Beach, Florida. We are actually at the Speedway, and if you watched any of our content earlier this week or last week, you will note that this year we were presented with a huge opportunity where Suzuki of North America reached out to us and wanted our GSX-8R on display under their tent. We cannot thank them enough for this opportunity. A lot of late nights, blood, sweat, and tears was put into this build with the engineer team and myself and everyone else at the headquarters that were a part of this. Even if it was just holding a flashlight or turning a wrench, extreme thank you to everyone who was a part of this journey. Before I get into going over the bike, obviously, again, this is a big opportunity for us. I do just want to give a huge thank you to Suzuki of North America and Suzuki cycles in general. They have been a staple for this fan experience and this riding industry experience for over 50 years. When Bike Week first started off at the beach with a few small tents and a few vendors to what it is now here at the Speedway with all the OEMs here with a presence, doing test rides, having the Daytona 200. They have always been a staple at this event and they will continue to grow. They've done a phenomenal job this year. Right now we actually see a few riders taking off for test rides. Everything from a GSX-8R and 8Ss to the V-Stroms and Hayabusas. Whatever you want, whatever your riding style is, Suzuki has it here for you to take it out on the road, turn some miles, and hopefully bring some smiles. So again, just a huge thank you to Chase, the entire team here, everyone involved in this process for bringing such a phenomenal experience to the riding industry. And regardless of what has happened over the years, I know things have changed. Being that there are no more club-sanctioned races happening in Daytona, a lot of people have felt like they're turning the back on a certain demographic, but I will tell you right now, being here today, and being that this is our backyard, we know very well that nothing has really changed. There are more people here than I would have imagined for such an event, and the vendor list continues to grow. We're seeing riders from all over the world. The 200 is now sanctioned by Moto America, and this year is very special. There are riders from over 14 countries participating in this iconic race. So disregard whatever anyone's telling you on social media or the fanboys of one ride versus another. Come out here, experience it for yourself, and more than anything, stop by the Speedway. A lot of cool stuff is happening here, and a lot of extra special stuff is happening under the big blue tents of Suzuki cycles. I do just want to go ahead and showcase a lot of the cool parts. Obviously, there are things that you all have seen on our YouTube channel and on our website already, but if you take a step back or get close, you might see a few things that we haven't really disclosed or talked about. Before we jump into the products that we've designed, I do want to give a quick spotlight and a shout out to the companies who helped bring this to life. Starting with Core Moto on the front and rear, they made sure that we can stop on a dime, providing us custom lines for this build. They haven't been able to spec out a kit for the 8S and 8R, but we gave them the custom lengths and the dimensions for the banjos and such. They were able to get us the lines, we got them installed. Special thank you to Luke and the team over at Core Moto. We also have to give a special highlight to Brembo and that entire team, Race Technologies. We were able to install a Brembo master cylinder on the front of this bike. Extra stopping feel paired with those Core Moto brake lines. It's a winning combination. Very, very thankful and excited for that. We also have an Kropovich exhaust on the rear. You've probably seen that. And while you're looking at that, we can also highlight Öhlins USA. We retrofitted and custom machined components to get this TTX rear shock installed on this bike. I know Öhlins, after speaking with them, they are working on a system for this bike. It will not be a direct TTX piggyback rear shock, but they are going to offer something for the 8S and 8R platform. And that about does it for the specialty components for the companies that we've worked with. Now I want to go ahead and give a special highlight to a few of the things that we do off the cuff and we've done off the cuff to prepare this bike for this event. Starting with the super shiny piece on the rear. Everyone loves some carbon fiber. Bart spent a couple late nights at the shop designing this custom fiber exhaust hanger for this purpose. Super clean look. Very excited with the way that came out. Transitioning over to this side of the bike, you can kind of see it through the wheel. we have our custom drivetrain set up with our Works sprockets and a DID rear chain. Coming up a little bit, obviously you do see a sneak peek at a kit that we are going to be offering once our integrated taillight is available. So we'll highlight that. The only one in the world currently. It is fully functional, plug and play, signals built in, strobe brake alert. It is a really, really clean piece. Probably, actually, I'm willing to bet this is the cleanest taillight and rear subframe on the market, and it will be available later this year. And obviously we pair that with our low mount fender eliminator and our undertail closeout. All of this is texture and color matched to really bring a seamless look to the rear of this beautiful bike. Coming over this way, another product that you're very familiar with, again, a Works product, our rear set risers to help elevate the rear sets and your foot controls to prevent scraping. Customizable 4 positions, we won't get into that. Another sneak peek product we have is our frame sliders for the 8R. They're a little bit different from our Suzuki GSX 8S, being that we had to be aware of the fairings, and we are not trying to provide a product that you have to cut your fairings. So huge shout out to our engineering team for completing this project. This will be something available later this year. Coming up top, we've got some clip-ons installed. We did go ahead and install our Womatech Evo shorty levers and bar ends. And to top it off, we have our mirror block-offs with some anodized hardware to bring a little pop to the front of the bike. Zero Gravity is working on a windscreen. Unfortunately, it was not available for this event, but that will be something we offer. And topping it off with our newly released Mech Evo front turn signals. Now, obviously, there's a few other components that you don't see. Our flasher relay, our air box that you really can't tell, but you can see there's a gaping hole here. This is another Works product that really changes the feel of this bike. Completely free-flowing, paired with our velocity stacks and our Works ECU flash that is all available on our website now. And to make sure you're able to control your ride under the extreme conditions that you might put it under, TechSpec tank grips. A huge shout out to TechSpec USA for their grips or tank grips. The only grips we run on our bikes, the only grips we will run on our bikes. That about does it. If you're here in the Central Florida area, you are here at Bike Week in Daytona Beach. Thank you, we appreciate that. Sorry, we had a huge shout out from a fan just walking by, said he loves us. Stop by the Suzuki tent. I cannot stress that enough. They are really doing something great here. All of the manufacturers and vendors here are, but especially Suzuki. We cannot thank them enough for this opportunity. Make sure when you stop by, say hello to Chase and the guys over here working the booth. Let them know TST sent you. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna go take a look at everything else they're offering, maybe go on some demo rides, who knows. We wish you all the very best, ride safe, and we hope to see you here at Bike Week 2024 in Daytona Beach. See you guys next time.